Bangkok's one and only all-English news and music station. Radio Thailand FM 88.
A Bird's Eye View, FM 88 megahertz. Hello and welcome to A Bird's Eye View on FM 88. My name is Dongyut Mayalab, your host for the program, which is broadcast every day, Monday to Sunday, from 5 minutes past 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Today, our program is very honored to feature a special interview with His Excellency Mr. Kinzang Dorji, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Bhutan to Thailand and Permanent Representative of UNESCAP. His Excellency kindly told us about the present health system and status in Bhutan and its development. Let's hear from His Excellency Mr. Kinzang Dorji. Your Excellency, please kindly tell us about the present health system and the health status in Bhutan.
Thank you. First, let me express my gratitude for inviting me. And also I take this opportunity to convey the warm greetings from the people of Bhutan to the people of Thailand. And thank you very much. Now, regarding the health system in Bhutan, for Bhutan, we are actually governed by the philosophy called gross national happiness. And under this philosophy, we take the well-being and the happiness of the people at the foremost. Now, taking granted for the peace and security in Bhutan, the other two most important things are health and education to the family. You want to give the best education, you want to get the best health. So Bhutan government has, under the constitution and guided by the philosophy of gross national happiness, mandates the state to provide essential free medical services to all its citizens. So under this system, the medical and education are free in Bhutan.
The existing health and medical facilities in Bhutan, how we describe the existing ones at the moment?
As I said before, the providing of medical services is the responsibility of the state. At the same time, with a very limited resources, both in terms of capital and human resources, we are under tremendous stress in providing this service in a most excellent way. In fact, the budget for the health is almost 4% of the total GDP. We are just spending it. And we actually provide the service through various means, having the 3 referral hospitals, then 39 hospital at the Dzongkhag in the province level, and then almost 700 basic health units spread across the country, and people can avail the services within 2 hours of walking distance in Bhutan.
What are the important health issues being addressed by the Bhutanese government at the moment?
That's a very relevant question. I just wanted to dwell a little bit on it. As I said again, since health provision is a responsibility of the state, and the state with limited resources and constraints. And furthermore, Bhutan is under tremendous stress because we are losing a lot of medical people to outside countries who are paying much higher than what Bhutan could afford to. So the one discussion in Bhutan is, how do we retain our health people back in Bhutan, especially doctors and nurses. The recent trend is many doctors and nurses are living for abroad like Australia, UK, and even to a certain extent Thailand also, where they pay much higher. So how do we retain this one? The issues being discussed at the moment is, should we open up our health sector to cater very specialist services, specialist hospitals, high-end hospitals, so that the burden from the government will be shifted to a certain extent by the private sector, so that people who can afford could go and avail the private sector services rather than everything depending on the government. And also the other issue is we provide free scholarship, free training to all the medical people. They get trained in best of the institutes, including Thailand. But when they come back, we can retain them only for a few years because they are qualified. We have packaged them nicely for export. So people tend to leave where they paid or where they get paid higher. So all these issues we are discussing.
What cooperation or assistance you have been receiving in terms of health prevention and medical treatment?
Bhutan in a way is very lucky to have very good partners. India, Thailand, Singapore, to name it few. We have been receiving a lot of support, especially in terms of human resource development. We send a lot of our doctors and nurses to India. We also get a lot of supports and scholarships for our medical people to study, get trained in Thailand. In fact, we have a lot of our present doctors who are trained in Thailand, nurses who are trained from Thailand. So we have all these supports. And then also we have created a fund called the Bhutan Health Trust Fund. Now, in Bhutan, we don't charge or levy health tax or contribution for health purposes. The 4% of the GDP is from the government revenue, from the general tax revenue. We don't collect separate tax for the health. So this health trust fund, with the support from other development partners, we are trying to build this fund. And from there we are trying to supplement the expenditure on the health. And also we used to organize a lot of health campaigns with the support from the partners and the well-wishers of Bhutan like Thailand. And the other issue I just wanted to discuss is, while we are providing free essential medical services to citizens, the trend is now we are getting a lot of NCD cases, which are very expensive and which are very long-term treatment. So we are even trying to tackle this through the creation of awareness campaigns and through other related projects. So from our side, we are doing our best to live up to the mandate given by the Constitution.
You're listening to the interview with His Excellency Mr. Kinzang Dorji, Ambassador of Bhutan to Thailand. We'll continue with the next segment of the interview with His Excellency Mr. Kinzang Dorji, Ambassador of Bhutan to Thailand. I asked His Excellency his view on the development in the long-standing bilateral relations between our two countries, particularly in the fields of medicine and public health.
In fact, if you talk overall bilateral relation between Bhutan and Thailand, Bhutan and Thailand has very, very close relations because there are a lot of similarities. We share both our kingdoms, both our monarchy, both are Buddhist kingdoms, majority, rich cultural heritage. But most importantly, we have a very close relations between the monarchy. And my king is being loved by the Thais. And this is a big, in fact, challenge to me as an ambassador to live up to the expectation of the general Thai people because of their love and respect to my king. So our relations starts right from the monarchy level, government to government, people to people, and right down to the street. And for Bhutan, Bhutanese people like Thailand very much. They consider Thailand as brothers and sisters. Now, regarding the collaboration in health sector, as I mentioned, Thailand has been giving a lot of scholarships for our doctors and nurses. In fact, we have around 450 Bhutanese students studying in Thailand in various universities, all being supported by the Thai government and my king. as a King's Scholarship. And many are studying nursing, and some are in the medical field. So in the human resource development, we have receiving a lot of supports. Then we have this TICA, Technical Cooperation under the Foreign Ministry in Thailand, which is also supports Bhutan in developing the human resource development. And the other issue is, as I said, since we are providing free medical services in Bhutan, we cannot provide all the medical treatments in Bhutan because it's too expensive, doctor. We don't want to establish a big, just example, a cancer hospital or a neuro hospital, because simply there are not many people in Bhutan and we cannot afford to spend resources on the machines, infrastructure, personnel. So we refer these people outside. And Thailand is one country where we refer many of our patients to the several different hospitals in Thailand. So in fact, Thailand and India are the close country where we send patients who are not being able to be treated in Bhutan to these countries. And we have been receiving a lot of support.
What's the Bhutanese citizens' view of Thailand?
As I said, Bhutanese in general treat Thailand as their brothers and sisters. They like to visit Thailand. They have a lot of friends in Thailand. They share so many similarities, and the respect to each other is very mutual. And Bhutanese people, they always tell me that even though Bangkok is a very big city, it's a very safe city. Our girls, women, they can travel travel at any time at the night, and they feel very safe. So Bhutanese take Thailand as a very safe place, very loving people, very trustworthy people, and they love Thailand and the Thai people very much.
You have since been in Thailand for 2 years?
2.5 years.
How do you find the country?
First, as I said, when I got appointment as an ambassador from Bhutan to Thailand, I took it as a very, very great challenge. One, the Bhutan's embassy outside Thailand is one of the biggest embassy of Bhutan outside the country. Our embassy in terms of manpower is one of the biggest. Second, as I said, it's a big challenge because, just example, you take a taxi and the taxi driver look at your face and ask, are you from China, Korea or Japan? And you say you are from Bhutan. And suddenly the whole expression towards me changes and says, King Jigme. And because of that, I have to try to live up to the expectation of the general Thai people who love my king, so that their respect and love for my king stays very intact. So that's a big challenge. Second, Thailand is a very important country for Bhutan because as India is a gateway of Bhutanese through land, we have a lot of exit and entry through land with India. But by air, Thailand is the most convenient route for Bhutan. So any Bhutanese who travel outside Bhutan travels through Suvarnabhumi airport. And that's why I said, even though I'm ambassador here for 2 years, I have traveled more than 100 times because whenever I go outside Bhutan, I always travel through Suvarnabhumi airport or Dunmong in the past. So Thailand is a very, very important partner. Even in terms of trade, even though we are still trying to increase our export to Thailand, but we have been importing several things, especially consumable items from Thailand, and they are very popular in Bhutan. So with Thailand we have economic, political, all people to people, all the relations, you name it and we have it.
What advice would you give for the Thais who are interested in visiting Bhutan and they've never been there before?
One thing I can say is, come visit Bhutan, you will see a beautiful snow-capped mountain, which is being missed here in Thailand. Bhutan has a lot of things to offer. We can offer you a respite, or a rest, or a leisure from the busy city of Bangkok, or from the other cities or towns in Thailand. You will have a natural air conditioned in Bhutan. You don't need to switch on the air condition because our whole country will be air conditioned, cool, not hot. You can walk, come in without any air condition. We are very rich in our cultural heritage. You have a lot of places, holy sites for the Buddhist people to visit, even for the other religion to visit, meditate there. And then we have a very clean air. We have rich forest resources. We have homestays where you can mix with the people. So there are a lot of things Bhutan can offer to the Thai. And for this, any people who are listening to our talk, if you visit Bhutan, we are more than happy to supply all the information, make programs, and facilitate your visits. Thank you so much.
You have been listening to the interview with His Excellency Mr.Kinzang Dorji, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Bhutan to Thailand, and Permanent Representative of UNESCAP. We would like to thank His Excellency very much for kindly giving us this special interview. And this is A Bird's Eye View. A Bird's Eye View, FM 88 MHz.